Let's start by looking at the first slide, which is what is lighting. So, lighting is an operation to brighten the types of lighting in a specific area for a certain purpose. The major goal is to assist work and enhance the working experience by providing a pleasant, appealing environment for office workers. So the lighting influence the office worker in their behavior, contentment, enthusiasm, psychological responses to a space and task performance, organizational commitment, communication, and lastly, the interest. So, I will pass the presentation to the next presenter.
Next, I'm going to talk about problem. If we choose the wrong lighting, it can affect the employee in workplace. For example, if poor lighting, people having eye strain, fatigue, headache, tension, and accident. The example I can give is you are sewing, and there are incidents such as swing mistake due to poor lighting. While safety and health issues such as glare can happen if you use too much lighting. The worker will feel disturbed when the light is too glare because it obstructs the view of the employee to the job well. Next is why the chosen topic essential. Because employee can choose the suitable lighting when working, sleeping, or resting. When we choose the right lighting, it affects the productivity of employees increase and they make less mistake. Vision is clear and make it easier for worker to do work such as completing file and so on. Lighting affect our mood because employee will feel unmotivated, uncomfortable, tired, and so on because the light is too bright or dim. Next is types of lighting. First, direct lighting. Direct lighting is 90% to 100% light emitted downward directly onto a specific object or area. Because it is direct radiation, it works for our daily things such as reading, cooking, or studying. Next point is when to use. It's great to use for consuming occupation and productive hobbies. This light given more focus to employees if doing something. Usually, this lighting is used in office space, dining room, and study area because it requires strong light. That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Let's continue in my part, which is indirect lighting. For indirect lighting is the lighting system in 90 to 100% of the illumination that first directed upward and then reflected to downward. Usually this type of lighting is to create the ambience and plus added the adjusted of brightness for some space. This indirect lighting common use in areas where the person or officer want a softer light to relax and not to crowd with full of lights that can bring sickness. It also can set a mood to calm in any environment. Next is semi-direct lighting. For semi-direct lighting means that lighting system that direct in roughly at 60 to 90% of the illumination downward with the remainder of the lighting directed upward and then reflected to downward. Mostly this type of lighting is used in commercial space like stairways, the corridors, or the storage areas. This kind of places is good to install this semi-direct lighting because the lighting only leading to the work plan. For other information, semi-direct lighting cannot be used in office because of the lighting is not focused on work tables. After that, we move on to the next types of lighting, which is semi-indirect lighting. For semi-indirect lighting is the lighting system in which 60 to 90% of the illumination that directed upward and then reflected to downward. This lighting is mostly used for decoration purpose and not for the general lighting that used in office because the scheme of light is not same like other types of lighting. And for good lighting that we want to use is lighting that direct to the workspace. so easy to do the work, and it is also not suitable to use in office for work area, but can use as decoration in relaxed part in office.
That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter is Nurain Nabila.
Next is general diffuse lighting. General diffuse lighting use 40 until 60 of the light directly to the work surface. When the light fittings are completely enclosed or concealed, as with seam globes and ceiling panels, the light is diffused since it passes through glass or plastic, and they are also glaze-free and produce a flat appearance.
The next is recommendation. The first is ensure there was enough lighting. One of the most important aspects of proper lighting ergonomics is ensuring adequate lighting around your workstation. It is because the poor lighting will make your eyes work harder to make sense of the task, which can cause and lead eye strain and headache. So the second is a reduced glare for the both, which is direct and indirect. As we know, glare can strain our eyes, since it makes it difficult to distinguish anything other than brightest light. So, to reduce this type of glare, you can install a window curtain to keep the sun out. You also can adjust the brightness of your monitor to be matched with the brightness of the room or the lighting in the room. And also avoid putting your monitor immediately beneath a light fixture. So, the lastly is lighting can be used to separate different areas. The lighting can help to define different areas in an open plan office, which is it allowing us to make the most of available. I think that's all from me. I will pass the presentation to the next presenter.
So in conclusion, lighting in the workplace has a significant impact on staff productivity. The appropriate illumination can help businesses lower the risk of variety of health problems while also increasing productivity and safety. After all, lighting aids in the creation of a pleasing and engaging working atmosphere that facilitates employee productivity. We may infer that effective office lighting is critical to a company efficiency, and that the best way to achieve strategically combine several types of light sources.